Are you alone? If you are, don't allow anyone else to come and disturb you, because what I'm about to show you is evil and out of this world. The Alapin-Diemer Gambit, as I'm calling it. Because anyways, after pawn takes, I do not intend to play pawn to f3, which is the common move in the Blackmar-Diemer Gambit. I intend to start attacking that pawn right away. And after knight f6, go bishop g5, take that knight, and then recapture my pawn. Most people on leeches seem not to know this by now, and I'm going to crush them. By the way, this has potential to transpose back to the Caro-Kann defense. For example, if black plays c6, and then you take, then they play knight f6, again you take, and that, all of the sudden you are playing against a Caro-Kann defense Tartakova variation. I want you guys to remember this position on the board with the pawns like this, because I want to show you something before I play a random game on leeches or two. So the Caro-Kann defense goes as follows. After e4, black responds with c6. And then we usually play pawn to d4, and after d5 we play knight c3. After pawn takes, we take back like this, and this is when we see the move knight f6, Caro-Kann defense main line, after which we are advised to take on f6, black takes like that. You see, we are back to the same position, which is the Caro-Kann defense Tartakova variation. So never be afraid to play the Alapin-Diemer Gambit, which I introduced to you guys, because you will see all these transpositions happening. Sometimes they can play pawn to c6 very early in the opening stage after d4, d5, and pawn to e4. You will see some people not taking, but instead playing c6, kind of the Slav. And this again takes us back to the Caro-Kann defense if you think about it. If you play pawn to e5, that will be the Caro-Kann defense advanced variation. If you play knight c3, there's a high probability that you are going to get back to the Tartakova variation, which is this on the board. Last line, why playing like this though? There's a hidden trap that I love so much in this line. After knight f6, you just go bishop g5 as if you want to get rid of the defender of the e4 pawn. So they play bishop f5, then you just take. After pawn takes, you go queen e2 as if you are still interested in the e4 pawn. What you will see most of your opponents doing is pinning your knight so that you don't even take on e4. But this will lead to the following trap, beginning with queen b5 check. Looks like you are after the dark squad bishop, but nope, it's the light squad bishop. I'll be a very happy person if this happens in the game that I'm about to play. By the way, I forgot to mention that if black takes with a queen, you can just play knight e2. That's it, attacking that queen. If bishop takes, you just take back like that. If they take back, after queen takes f5, if they take back with a knight, you just take like this. If queen e7, because what else? You can even cast along and forget about it. If bishop takes, you have pap, king takes bc, knight e6, and bishop c4. So you're way ahead in development if you think about it with an active position, not to mention that you are up a piece for nothing, up a bishop. So these are the lines that I have prepared for my opponents today. The question that begs to be answered is, will you watch up to the end? Let's see if you're going to be that person. And hey, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you can't, share this video for God's sake. Let's go. I want to see pawn to d4 so that I can play, yep, e4. By the way, this is a casual bullet match, just in case you are wondering why my rating is so low today. Can I take and take? Maybe I should play, I don't know, maybe queen e2 in this position. Let me try queen e2, why not? Just a matter of time before taking. So pawn to e6. Let me just take. a6, I do not understand what this move is all about. Knight f3, just simple development. At this time, this is no longer a gambit, it's just normal chess where the best tactician has to win. Okay, now my bishop is indirectly attacked, so I can release tension by taking on f6. Today I'm just in the mood of testing my gambits, not just my Alapin-Diemer Gambit, but I'll try as much as possible to feature in a lot of other gambits. I can castle long if I want in this position, but what if black plays pawn to b5? Let me castle long. Another idea is to play pawn to g3, bishop g2, castle short if I just want to be solid. But let me just do this for entertainment purposes. Pawn to b5 is a killer move in this position. I mean, black should start advancing their pawns on the queen side as per rule of thumb. When your opponent goes long, you need to start pawn storming on that side of the board. Castle short. That was the idea, so that I can start pawn storming on the king side. If I want, I can play knight e5 now. I feel very much comfortable. This guy is a 2646 rated player. Time is ticking. $26.46 against the $22.73 rated player. Guess I'm winning this game, right? For what I can play pawn to h4. I don't know why, but I intend to sacrifice my bishop on g5. So I can leave my bishop there. Can play something like rook h3 and rook g3. By the way, if pawn takes, I'll be glad to take. Knight d5, and you know what? I feel I can do anything I want here. How about taking on f7? First I take on h6 and give a check, then pap. Or maybe if pawn takes, I should first of all play queen h5 in an effort to get back my pawn first. I mean, there's nothing much that black can do at this stage. So I guess they're just going to resign. Still, I can go queen h5. Why not? Because I'm targeting the f7 square now. g6 I can even sacrifice. Why not? Oh, knight f6. That's one move I did not see. But maybe I can do this. Give a check. Check. Okay, I just dirty flagged my opponent. I wanted to play bishop d3, check next. By the way, here's what I was planning to do. Checkmating my opponent on g7. Now see, just in case black played rook g8, I was planning to play bishop d3 check as I mentioned earlier. If king h8, I have mate in 2. And suppose they blocked with a rook, guess what? I was still going to take like this. This is a check. If pawn takes, I was going to take with my queen, why not? And after king h8, only move. God, I had so many things to do. First, queen h6 check. If queen h7, I want you guys to find a checkmating 2 in this position. I'm not going to be telling you everything. That's how we learn chess. If black played knight h7 in this position, I was just going to humble my nerves and play something like rook takes d4. Another exercise, what can you do if black plays pawn to d5 in this position? Please leave your answers in the comment section down below. Find checkmate in 2. Once again, this is how we learn chess. Don't just watch. Speaking of watching, you see, your head should not only be a container of eyes. That's not the only purpose. Your head should not only be a container of eyes. Think, use it to its full capacity. So I want you guys to find checkmate in 2 before we move on. Anyway, let me play another game. If you like what I do on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Remember, you are doing it for the existence of this channel, or rather for this channel to survive. The more you subscribe, the more I feel motivated. Right, second game. Let's see how this will go. Again, knight f6, knight c3, d4, pawn to e4. Easy peasy. Bishop g5, as always. The idea is to take the knight. This time we've seen pawn to g6, something unusual. If I want, I can take right away, messing up my opponent's pawn structure, but just too kind. Queen e2. Again, sacrificing my d pawn because I don't listen. Still have queen b5, but this time it won't have an impact. So maybe after queen takes, yep, queen takes d4, I can just play rook d1. So that was kind of a clearance sacrifice if you think about it. Still have bishop takes if I want. Look at this fancy move. Knight f3, because black can't take my knight due to queen takes. Queen takes queen. Not to mention that knight f3 is an attacking move. Now I have queen d2. If you think about it, not only protecting my dark square bishop, but also threatening to checkmate on d8. Forgot to mention that I'm playing against a 2552 rated opponent. See how things can go bad so quickly in the Alapin-Diemer Gambit. Knight b5. This is a killer move, and I don't know what my opponent can do from here. This is only the 9th move of the game, and black is already in big trouble. I can't help it, guys. This is crazy. Very crazy. Bishop d7, I can take if I want, but because my dark squared bishop is defended, I don't need to lose my knight. I can do this if I want. Attacking the queen. Where is that queen going to go to? I mean, if this, I have bishop. I mean, guys, I need my flowers. I need my flowers now. In fact, if the queen goes, I mean, I'll just take. And then look, I can just take. The rook is dead, the queen is dead, the bishop is dead. I mean, the game is over in 11 moves. I just defeated a 2552 rated player. Guys, why don't you subscribe? Why? Anyway, let me play the last game. This was just too short. Let's go. Once again, this time I'm playing against a 2500 rated player. Let's go. Pawn to e4 first. Let me give my opponent some time to relax, because you know what happens sometimes if you just go on and play pawn to e4, they will pre-move something like knight. I mean, I don't know. So let's go pawn to e4, giving them time to think, and then go knight c3 fast. Now this will transpose back to the Caro-Kann, if I'm not mistaken, kind of the Tata-Core variation. After knight takes, they will play knight f6, I will take, and then I'm just going to sacrifice my light squad bishop on h7. How do I know all these things? Knight f3, look at this. Bishop d6, bishop d3, castle short, pawn to h4, and then rook e8 check, king f1. If bishop g4, I'll just sacrifice my... Guys, who am I? And why? Why am I like this? Bishop sack against a 2500 rated player. This is crazy, you guys. Look what is going to happen. Yeah, so now I can just go knight g5 check. This is discovery check. I'll just take like this. Oh, now time to think. Queen takes. Checkmate on h8. I wanted this video to be longer than it is going to be. I mean, but I can't help it. Rook e8 check. If I want, I can play king f1, my signature move, but why not playing bishop e3 this time? I mean, black doesn't have pawn to f4 to pin my bishop. What matters the most is my attack on the king side. I'm just 2 moves away from checkmating my opponent with my teeth. Rook e6. Can I still play queen h5? That'll be a 1-0 move. Maybe due to king f8 and that. Think let me change my strategy. Perhaps rook h3. Maybe after castling short. Okay, let me try this. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to. Let me just castle on. Still enjoying my rights to attack, if you think about it. Black is very slow, too slow with their development. This is why I'm doing all these things to my opponent. And it looks like I don't have much to do. But there's this tricky move, queen f3. Just want to win black's queen. I also have pawn to c4 and that c4. Queen f5. This is one move I missed. I guess I'm still surviving. Let's just go for this. Oversimplifying the game. Oversimplification. If rook takes, I'll just take. How about this move? Oh god. So I just want to take this knight. Yeah, like I can just take it. And do this. Wait a second, is this not checkmate or something like that? Is this not going to be checkmate? Maybe I should do this. Oh god, I forgot there's a bishop. Oh, there's a bishop. Why did my opponent not... Wait a second! What happened? Why? Why didn't black take my rook? There's... Okay, I see. Just in case black took my rook with their bishop, I had checkmate in 2, which was going to begin with pap, king f8, and checkmate. I guess I was going to see this checkmate sequence if I gave it time. I mean, if black took on c7. Maybe this is why they couldn't take on c7. To be honest, I just blitzed out this move without even thinking twice about this. And I kind of thought I hanged my rook. But I guess after bishop takes and queen takes, I was going to see rook at checkmate because in this position, black's king can't move forward. So after king f8, I was definitely going to see the move rook h8 met. By the way, you can check out my courses at www.KaspaChess.com or on my Patreon page. That's how you support this channel, by the way. I don't ask for donations or free money. So the way you support this channel is by joining one of our membership tiers on Patreon or simply buying my courses. That really helps.